Now listen, between Latto the Karen typically refusing and going back on what she had done on the awards, and of course Cardi B and Offset allegedly having issues with the meal deal that they had with McDonald's. I do not know which one is more tea than the other. Hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea plug. Now first of all, I'm gonna talk about Karen. Okay, my previous video was a rant because Karen was out there doing the most to a very beautiful girl who was basically showing love to legends, and it seems like she decided to do what she does best: throw stones and hide hands. That's what Scratch Off did in this entire situation, because you guys know I did a video about her being shady towards Doechi when she gave a speech and shouted out Nicki Minaj and Lady Gaga, and Karen went ahead and did the same thing, shouted out Doja Cat, shouted out Megan Thee Stallion, copied her being out of breath kind of thing, and people were not having it on the internet. Okay, it's one thing for you to disrespect Nicki Minaj, but it's another thing for you to expect everybody to disrespect legends and icon like you do. Do you get what I'm saying? You just have to be slow to be somebody like that. It seems like she went ahead, tried to debunk all that, and basically say that, oh, well, I wasn't being shady, leave me alone, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you thought you were doing something, and then you quickly got checked, and then you realized that, you know what, you're not all that at the end of the day, okay? Because just because people dislike Nicki Minaj and allowed you, and some people supported you just because of their dislike for Nicki Minaj, you actually thought you were something. No, those people have been Nicki Minaj dislikers for the longest of time, and that is the only reason why they support you. And no one is going to watch you make mockery of a brown-skinned girl on stage who is legit, genuinely, wholeheartedly giving her props to legends. She realized that real quick, okay? Just because people laugh at your clownery, clap at your clownery because of the disrespect and the dislike that they have with Nicki Minaj that was planted by the industry, don't think that you're all that. I'm sorry, but this girl is annoying. She is annoying. And she realized it quickly. She went and backtracked and said that, oh yeah, reaching, and come on, girl, how slow do you think we are? Even a blind person could actually tell that you were being shady about that. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I'm so annoyed by this girl, you guys. I'm just going to say it out. And in typical Karen style, she was the victim in this situation. Threw the rocks, hid her hands, and you're not supposed to talk about that. If you do call her out, you're being a disliker. You get what I'm saying? Now she's trying to twist the words to say that people are saying she was being shady towards Nicki Minaj. No, you were being shady to Doechi because she mentioned Nicki Minaj, which is something that is absolutely not cool. You're delusional. Somebody needs to tell this girl that she's delusional. She is not in the same category with Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj stands when Kanye speaks, stands when Jay-Z speaks. You stand when Ice Spice speaks, and you get washed out by Ice Spice. So get that in your thick scalp. Don't do that, okay? So you guys do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about this Karen, okay? Because at this point, she is beginning to annoy even her fans, because Doechi doesn't have a problem with her. Yet she's trying to drag her into this entire situation. Okay. Moving on to the next thing that I'm going to be talking about. I am going to be talking about Offset and Cardi B. It is being alleged that some people that have the franchise of McDonald's are actually beginning to feel like the meal, they do not want to promote the meal, they don't want to serve the meal, allegedly, and they feel like the image that these two have, their lifestyle is not in sync with the brand McDonald's, because McDonald's is a family brand, and I guess they feel like, some of the things that they say or they portray on the internet is PG rated, and they were really not willing to be involved in that entire situation. And some bloggers are alleging that, well, that might mean that they might be losing their deal, because if the people who actually are, who bought the franchise or running their McDonald's, they if they refuse to promote the meal, then the deal, their meal would not, would not do much. And I guess McDonald's wouldn't want to continuously pay them, because that would technically be a loss. However, that being said, I also do know that, well, already, I'm sure they already got some money, they already got paid. So, like, I don't feel like that's going to change the money that they already got from the deal. I don't think it's going to change, but it continuing, maybe McDonald's will get to a point where they will be like, okay, if these people are crying and they're saying that, well, they cannot promote this meal in their restaurants, then maybe they would need to cancel the meal. And honestly speaking, I do feel bad for them. And I do get also where the franchisees are actually coming from, because some of the things that they do portray and they post on social media can be argued to be PG rated. And it's very also true that McDonald's is a very kid-friendly brand. It's a very family-friendly brand. And in as much as we're trying to say freedom of expression and things like that, there are certain traits and cultures that are expected at family, like when you're talking about branding your business, branding your products as a family catering thing. There are certain things that you look at, and I do understand where the franchisees are actually coming from. And they're not going to be here for the licking of the lips and all the licking of their, what do you call it, the fingers, what she was doing there, like in that video. And they wouldn't be up for things like that, and I would understand why it would be like that. Okay. And I do understand that brands do take representation seriously, because one simple wrong marketing strategy can cost them a lot more than just a month's revenue or like 2 months revenue, because it actually digs deeper, it goes deeper. Because once you probably sway from your target market, you might realize that the other market that you're probably learning towards is not that that big on your brand, on McDonald's, on the products that you save. So I also do understand that, they have to also protect their brand. If it doesn't go in line with what they want their brand to represent, then I would understand the franchisees and even the franchisor if they actually decide that they are going to discontinue the meal. However, that being said, I know they will probably get another deal that might not be a food deal, or maybe another food outlet that goes with all the things that they do on the internet. And I'm not saying this to be shady, okay? Now you guys do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about that. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.